And I have 5 things that this book can do for people. I've put 4 on the bulletin. Put another one in the middle at number 3, will you? Here's the first. And all these show that this book is not irrelevant or out of date, even though we're not Jewish Christians. It's so relevant to us. Number 1, this book exposes religion. Religion is a copy. Judaism was the best copy there was. But you'll find traces of true faith in most other religions. Religions of this world are an awful mixture. They're a mixture of God's influence, man's ideas, and Satan's perversions. And therefore, in every religion, you can find some ideas that are good. For example, you can go to the Indians in Brazil, and you can find them offering blood sacrifices. And that's a good idea, but it's only a copy. And so this book of Hebrews exposes all religion as copy, as unreal. And it's saying when you come to Christ, you leave your religion behind. That's a lesson that many don't learn. But it's part of that which falls away. And even though your religion may be a well-nigh perfect copy of the real thing, as Judaism was, then you still leave it behind when you've got the real thing. Too often religion creeps back into our Christianity, and we become religious again. Religion is the enemy of Christianity, and I've noticed that it's unbelievers who get so religious. Have you noticed that? It's the unbelievers who only go to church 3 times a year, who when they do go want something very religious. They dress up for the occasion and they go through all the rites and ceremonies, and they like that kind of ritualistic religion. Why? Because they haven't got the real thing, so they like the copies. And of course you need the copies when you haven't got the real thing. When you're not a believer, when you don't have faith, you've got to have the visible. You've got to have something to look at. You've got to have something that appeals to the eye, whereas faith is the substance of things not hoped, of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And therefore those who come to this service by faith, you don't need a lot of vestments. You don't need a sacrifice. You don't need the copies. You've got faith in the real thing. And that's why unbelievers can come to a service here and they can say, well, it wasn't religious enough for me. Of course it wasn't. We only want the reality here. We've left religion behind. So first it exposes religion. Let us draw near to God. Let's draw near to Christ.